It's Friday.
That voice. That was funny.
Good morning, Mornings with Luann and Tim on TV. Hope you're having an awesome morning so far. And if you're not, stick around because we're going to change that for you. We're going to make it awesome.
It's Friday and we have baking. Okay. Pauline Pennant, our friend from Habitat for Humanity. That's where we got our tree from, by the way.
Isn't it lovely? Yeah. When you take a look at it, it's beautiful.
Can we see our tree right now? I put some decorations on it. Garrett, are you able to show us?
Let's get this off.
Oh, look, someone put an angel on top. That must have been Trina.
Oh, it's
that wasn't there the other day.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Wow. So that tree, believe it or not,
that's beautiful.
Came from Habitat for Humanity. They donated that for us to use to give them a little promotion. And then Pauline, on top of giving us the tree, Pauline shows up yesterday with a whole, this is only half. Mm-hmm. It was piled this high with cookies. She came by for us. No, I shared it with everybody, but I did put a note on saying, please leave some cookies. I want to use this tomorrow to show what Pauline brought in.
Isn't that lovely that she did that for us?
So anyway, I was asking her how things were going at the store at, Habitat for Humanity. And she said, great, right now, 75% off at Habitat for Humanity. And I said, what about, do you have more trees available? Just in case. I mean, maybe somebody hasn't bought their tree yet.
Well, some people decorate on Christmas Eve as a tradition, right?
If you're looking for a tree, Pauline just got one from her own store, from Habitat for Humanity. It's an 8-foot tree, pre-lit. How much would that retail for? Over $200 easy, right?
Close to $3, I would think.
In the store, it was marked at $70. 75% off, $17. She got that tree from Habitat for Humanity. So if you're
helping to build homes while you're doing all that,
right?
So that's why I ate the cookies.
And the cookies. And so anyway, thank you, Pauline, and thanks to our friends at Habitat for Humanity.
So nice of you.
It's a great way to support the community and get great deals on stuff. So there you go.
Speaking of cookies,
Luann,
I can so bake.
She did it.
I tried again. Did the sugar cookies last night.
Did you cry? Did you cry?
No.
Keith was very concerned for you because he said, that whole opening banter, Luann was really upset about those cookies.
I was so upset.
I know. So tell me, what happened?
You know what?
Today, last night again.
I will not use that recipe again. I stuck with it, and I have little stocking cookies, and I have star cookies, and I have a little jingle bell cookie.
So for the first time that it went wrong, I told you to blame the children because they
distracted me on the telephone.
And now we're blaming the recipe.
The recipe, and I looked at the recipe again because I found it online, and it's only got 2 stars out of 5. So, hello. But when you make the dough and then you put it in the fridge to cool so that it rolls nice. It's hard, right? So I'm thinking, okay, this is really hard. Well, the second I started rolling it, it starts crumbling and falling apart.
Too dry.
So I got chunks all over the counter now, full of cookies. So there was one that you keep re-rolling it and stuff out, and then roll it. So it took me forever. And I made one for Jim.
Arms.
Yeah.
Oh, feel that.
Yeah. And I made one for Jim that looks like a blob.
A blob?
A blob. I said, I can't even fit a cutter on there. Here, eat that. And he said it tasted good.
Do you eat the dough?
Oh no, there's raw eggs in there.
I eat the dough. We were talking about cinnamon buns the other day. In our house, my mother would make cinnamon buns, okay? And we lived in an older home, so we had those water heater radiators.
Yes.
Or do you say radiator or radiator?
Radiator.
Anyway, and we had these, the ones. So she would make the homemade cinnamon buns and put them, and she'd do a lot. So there'd be pans all over the house, and she would put them on top of the radiator to rise.
Oh,
it was not a hot heat. It was just a warm,
That makes sense.
And she'd cover them with a tea towel.
Right.
And so there'd be some in the dining room, some in the bedrooms, upstairs. We'd come home from school before they were baked. And we'd lift the tea towel and take an entire bun out and then rearrange the buns that were left and flatten them out.
You would take a whole bun?
And then we'd flatten them out and move them around to make it look like it wasn't missing.
See, I was so scared. I'd take a little bite.
And then we go to the dining room and you lift it up and go, oh, someone's already been here and I can't take another one and she'll notice. I'll check the bedroom. And you go to the bedroom one and you look there.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
Well, then my mother would go to get her cinnamon buns to put them in the oven, lift the tea towel, and there'd be one bun left, all spread out to look like one giant bun.
A monster bun.
Oh, this big, right? Because
it had all spread out.
I'm glad that your baking worked out for you.
You know what? Me too. Because now tonight I'm making a coffee cake and a big pot of chili.
Oh, yeah. Lou, you're really doing it up.
Well, the kids are
coming home.
Yeah, you got to feed them.
It's, and you know what? This is also December the 21st. It's the winter solstice. It's the beginning of the winter solstice. This is the shortest day of the year, ladies and gentlemen. The darkest day of the year. We see the least sun today.
Oh, good. Let's get it over with.
Hang in there because it's going to start getting brighter from here on in. Today in the North Pole, the sun doesn't even come up.
At all.
At all. Doesn't even rise.
Man, you can't have that lead disease where you need the sunshine.
It's sad.
They must be
seasonal affective disorder.
Yes, they must take like vitamin D pills. And
Yeah,
just, like,
imagine. So not only is it the winter solstice day and the darkest day of the year, it's also look on the bright side day. Tell that to somebody living in the North Pole.
There is no bright side, man. It's pitch black
It's also
out there.
National Flashlight Day. Makes sense.
Of course it is, because
So
it's
now
so
it's
dark.
a good day to check your flashlights and renew your batteries in case of emergency. You should have a flashlight with fresh batteries in it. So this
Do you
is
have
a
one
good
of those crank ones?
thing. Oh, do you?
Yes, they're so fun.
You crank them and it just
Yeah.
That's very clever.
Well, if in case like you go for 72 hours in an emergency, your batteries might run out, right?
Right
well,
on.
you just crank this puppy up.
Humbug Day. If you want to vent about Christmas frustration, it's Humbug Day.
I thought it was a cookie.
You were ahead of the game, eh?
I was.
You had your Humbug Day
Yeah, I had my humbug day.
yesterday.
Yeah.
I cannot even make a cookie Christmas.
I can't even make a sugar cookie. What kind of loser am I?
I was thinking about you so much.
And Jim, like I said, poor Jim was just standing there, hands at his sides, just looking at me like, I don't even know what to say.
You know what? You're going to learn how to do some fun stuff in the kitchen today because I've got Mauro Saccoli and Rosetta Saccoli from the Marconi Cultural Club, and which is also where Nonna's Cucina is located. So we had so much fun though. I had to divide it up. It ended up being like 28 minutes or something like that.
Imagine him going long on something.
Well, Rosetta doesn't shut up. So anyway,
Rosetta doesn't shut up?
I'm blaming her, and her brother's not better. He talks too, Mauro. But that's the idea. It's a talk show. Anyway, we're gonna air. We had to divide it into 3 segments. So we're going to air one segment today, which is us preparing this amazing salad, and you tried it.
Oh, it was so good.
So watch this great holiday salad, okay? And so much fun to talk to them about
they're awesome.
Their experience. And then later on, New Year's Eve, in case you don't have plans, I already have plans. Kirsty Laidlaw is going to be on the show. I haven't met her yet. It's a Crush Cancer party, and it's also a Glow New Year's Eve party at the Grand Theater. So she's another guest.
And it's Feline Furs and Feathers Friday.
So don't go anywhere. We've got baking, cooking, Christmas, and pets all on today's show.
Can I have one now?
Help yourself.
All right.
We'll be right back after this message. Buon Natale from Nonna's Cucina. Mi nombre es, that's not right.
No, it's not. It's Buon Natale e Felice Anno Nuovo.
What Rosetta said. Mauro, how do I say my name is Timoteo?
Timoteo, that's right. Timoteo, or what we like to call you, hey boy.
Okay, yeah, or little boy was what your ma called me. Hey, so let's talk about this. In case you don't know, this is Rosetta Saccoli, Mauro Saccoli from the Marconi Cultural Center and Nonna's Cucina. Rosetta, you've been on the show before talking about the history of the Marconi Cultural Center. The room that we're in now, tell me, what was this originally?
Okay, Timmy, this room is actually the original hall. This is the Marconi. Thank you for letting me up. This is the Marconi Hall in its entirety years ago. So this room actually saw weddings up to 400 people. Can you even think about it? Oh, I know.
Can you imagine?
And I have pictures to prove it. And it was awesome, Timmy. What they would do is they would line up the tables full length. Those days of like elbow room, chair covers didn't exist. We had tables, we had people, they ate. And then they would all get up and then move their chairs back, stack them, push the tables to the walls, and hence the dance floor. And this was the wedding, and this is how it worked. But the nice thing about it was that this is the place where all the Italians, immigrants, this is their home.
Right.
And this is what we repurposed this to be. This is their home. This is their place to come and eat, enjoy, manja, and that's why I got my brother to come back.
Yeah, now there's the next part of the story. So, for those of you who don't know the history of Rosetta and restaurants in Sault Ste. Marie, you started off, so you started working for Rico.
We all started working for Rico's, and that's another story, and we'll have that as an episode at one time.
I want to have Rico Palarchio on the show with you to talk about his book. Can we do that sometime?
Yes, we can do that.
Okay, so Rico, if you're watching, we're going to book you on the show in the new year. So anyway, you worked for Rico, and then you branched off. What was one of your first ventures?
Well, my first venture was Moviola Cafe.
Moviola Cafe on Queen Street.
Queen Street in 1982.
Amazing.
Actually, before that was a gallery downstairs at Rico's. Oh my God, and even Mara was there for that.
Were you there?
I was there for that one as well, and then we took from the basement, we went over to Moviola Cafe.
Yeah.
And then from that, we did Timely Manor.
And Timely Manor is where I worked for you.
That's right, you were a little boy with my mama.
I was a little boy with your mama. So Rosetta's mother and father were both very instrumental in the running and operations of the daily data operations of the Timely Manor.
It was such a family place for us, family that we work so hard together. But it was like a home for everyone.
Absolutely.
And that's what I'm trying to create here. This is home to everyone.
To everyone. So you, Timely Manor, you moved on, and now you are here. You took over the Marconi Cultural Center, and we repurposed this room, and you reached out to your little brother, Mauro. From where you were living?
I was in Markham in Toronto. Rosetta called me and said, would you like to come up and help me do Nonna's Cucina? And I said, in a minute. And here I am. We've created an Italian eatery. Every day the menu changes, and we want everyone to experience some great Italian food with a couple of new twists to the dishes as well. Thanks for lighting me up.
Yeah, we're all getting lit. That's one of the things you do when you hang out with Rosetta. You light up. Mauro, it's more than just an eating experience. It's a whole dining. I mean, there's shopping too here.
That's right. We have a retail section where you could purchase imported Italian goods, Canadian chocolates, T-shirts, coffee cups.
There's some chocolate dipped figs over there that I got my eye on, Ro.
We maybe give them to you for Christmas if you're a good little boy.
Okay, thank you. So now the reason we're here today also is because Mauro has generously offered to show us some menu items you might consider for holiday entertaining, right?
That's right. This time of the year, as much as it's a beautiful time of the year, people get so stressed out about the food, about the family, friends coming over. So I have 3 dishes that we're going to do. Really easy, no stress whatsoever, stress-free, and using all seasonal items as well.
Excellent. And is this something, would we ever experience this kind of food at the Cucina?
Definitely. We try to use as many seasonal items that are available to us, and we try to incorporate that with our regular daily menu as well.
Do you continue your tradition of buying locally and fresh?
Definitely. We still try our best. Jeff Marshall, the Sunnybrook Farms, the rabbits, the agua fishes for our fish fry. You know what? Local is community. Community is us. Community is family. And that's what we are.
That's what we're all about, family. And that's why I'm like the adopted little brother.
But you are definitely adopted because you're not Italian.
I know. Well, that's why you call me Timoteo.
Timoteo.
Okay, Mauro, what is this item you just cut?
We are going to do a shaved fennel and persimmon salad. This is what the fennel looks like at the store. I will show you an easy way. Cut it in half.
Yes.
Take off this.
I'm going to let Mauro do some of this, and I'm going to show you something on my end.
Okay.
Because pomegranate seeds.
We are going to take the hard core out of the fennel.
Hardcore?
Yes, the hard core out of the fennel. You could use.
So now it's just soft core.
Now the hard core. This could be used in your vegetable stock, so keep that.
Oh.
And then what we do is on your meat slicer, you're going to shave this. If you don't have a meat slicer, what you do is just do it as thinly as possible.
Look at this. Make
Nice
sure you
and
keep your
thin.
fingernails back.
That's right.
Morrow's does it
There
like a
you
professional.
go.
He will never cut his fingers because
There
his
you
nail
go.
is protecting him and the angle is just right.
You got it. Now, if you can't do that, I cheated and I've shaved it on my meat cutter.
A mandolin would work as well.
There you go.
I don't play the mandolin.
But I don't play the ukulele. So we're totally out of talent for that. Okay.
So that's the first ingredient. So we have our shaved fennel.
Shaved fennel.
Then another beautiful
I can
seasonal
smell
item.
that.
Licorice. Does
Oh
it
my
smell like
gosh,
licorice?
it smells like so good.
And it's nice and sweet as well. We're going to use persimmons. And there's several types of persimmons available. These are what I call apple persimmons because they taste like a sweet, tart apple. When you touch them, if they're hard, they're ripe. So a lot of people feel...
Oh, they are hard.
So everyone thinks that they're not ready to use. However, they are. So we're going to do the same thing. Slice as thin as possible.
Yes.
Again, you could use your meat slicer or mandolin.
A mandolin.
And we're gonna
or your ukulele or your guitar.
Oh, there you go. And once you slice them,
you can use your banjo. Go on.
you got it. Once you slice them, you'll see this beautiful little star.
Look at the star. Star of wonder, star of light,
the star of
pomegranate bright. No, that's a pomegranate.
That's a pomegranate.
This is
Okay.
a what? Persimmon.
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 And it's called a fuyu persimmon. F-U-Y-U persimmon. These are the ones that are squats.
Everything you say, Rosetta and I look at each other, we get dirty jokes of this stuff.
I know. I'm setting you guys up.
F-U-Y-U.
There you go. So we have fennel, persimmon. Next item.
Oh.
Tangerines. Now,
Tangerine. Everything's a song. Da 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 da.
I don't know that
No,
one.
that do I.
Okay.
now the tangerine. Try to buy them with the stem
I've been
on,
so serious about
because the tangerine with the stems will keep the fruit fresher. Did you know that?
Never knew.
So-
Did you?
No.
Take the stem off, and we're going to peel the tangerine.
Okay.
I really feel like I'm not being very useful whatsoever.
What were you
here.
doing down there?
Well, I was going to do something with the pomegranates, but Mara's taking over the show, obviously. Okay, fine.
What are you going to do with
I'm
the
just gonna
pomegranate?
let you up.
I'm going to
Well,
let
you know
you
what?
up.
Well, I peel the tangerine.
Yeah,
to
could-
show the
Daniel, can we go down here with the camera and show what Rosetta's doing with the...
Okay, so you know how persimmons are
That's
very...
not a persimmon.
No, it's not. Good, I was checking it out. But it starts with a P. This is your pomegranate. And it's like, okay, what do you do with this? It's hard.
It's hard, and then you cut it open and
and you have to take out all the seeds.
Seeds.
Watch this.
What?
Are you ready?
No.
You put this like that. Ready?
On the palm of your hand.
And you
Are you just tapping? Are
watch
you
this.
kidding me right
Watch.
now?
Watch. Voila.
No, you just keep going and it all falls out.
And they all...
That's how you get the things out.
Do you see the seeds? Like, look.
And if you haven't had
Now.
this stuff...
See how it has some of the yellow membrane in there?
Yes.
You're thinking, well, that's the stuff you don't want to eat. All you got to do is put a little bit of water in this bowl. The yellow floats up to the top. You take that
Skim
up,
the yellow out.
and the
then you
seeds
strain
are
it.
and the seeds are there.
And the seeds are there, and now we've learned how to seed a
Voila.
pomegranate.
So you just have to literally whack it and whack it good.
Whack-a-mole.
And watch your hands. Don't hurt your hands.
Don't
but
hurt
don't.
your hands.
And
And you can get a lot of frustration out doing that too.
well, it's very therapeutic.
Very
But you know, the stores sell them in the little containers already seeded for you, which is
Yeah.
wonderful.
But this is fresh.
This is fresh, it's not processed, and you get a lot of therapy, and they're nice and wonderful, and you just let it have it. And there
I'm
we
gonna go back down here
Oh,
tomorrow.
you- Okay, I'll just keep whacking.
Yeah, you keep you keep whacking your fruit, baby.
But look, it's empty. Look. Totally gone. Every single seed is out. Look.
It is. I didn't know how to do that. Now we
that
know.
didn't impress you.
No, I'm incredibly
That's a
impressed.
song.
That don't
doesn't
impress
impress
me
me
much. Okay, Mauro.
Okay, now we're going to
Now it smells like tangerine.
Now we're going to construct a salad.
What are these called?
These are tangerines.
Okay.
I peeled them, and I'll show you what to do with the salad. We're going to construct.
Okay.
So we take our lovely shaved fennel right in the
That is
center.
whacking the fruit. Okay, fennel in the center.
Yes, and this could be an individual salad.
These
or
are the persimmons.
These are the persimmons,
Yes.
and we're going to just put
This
them
is so easy. You
around.
just shaved and sliced, and everything is fresh and smells gorgeous.
So now the tangerine I peeled, instead of doing them in segments, I cut them.
Oh, you slice them that way.
Exactly.
That's more unique and different presentation. And
Then you just
look at how
alternate.
pretty. This
Oh my
is
goodness, isn't that so pretty?
so
And it's got the
festive.
little star effect all the way around.
It does.
and
And
then
look at my, see how?
Oh, see that? Can you get that, Daniel? Maybe give him a second.
See how the yellow
All the
floats?
stuff flows to the top. You can scoop that all
Scoop
out.
that out, and you got the most
did you get that, Daniel? Did she move too fast? She got it. Okay.
all right. So
Okay, now we're back to here.
so we have the fennel,
Yes.
persimmon,
Persimmon.
tangerines.
Tangerines.
Rosetta's going to bring over the pomegranate seeds.
Pomegranate seeds.
And we're gonna just dance
Sprinkle.
them all around
What'd
the
you call
table.
it?
Dance them. We're
Dance
gonna
them
dance. We're gonna
around.
dance the pomegranate seeds.
Okay.
And then
What else do you add?
a dressing. Really easy to do. We take
Pomegranate seeds to be danced.
perfect.
Should be danced.
There we go. We just danced them, and
Isn't that beautiful?
It's so Christmassy
It's so
looking
Christmassy.
even.
there you go. Thank you, Rosetta.
so welcome.
And then for a dressing,
Okay.
olive oil. And what I do is I get fresh basil and I put it in my oil decanter.
Yes.
And all the basil sweetness comes out of the olive oil.
So you diffuse
And then-
your own olive oil.
There you go. And then we're just gonna
Drizzle the olive
Drizzle.
oil over the fennel and fresh fruit.
exactly. And
This is-
and then we need some kind of acid for the.
We need acid.
We need an acidic part of the for the
It's all about
dressing.
layering.
Ro, you got any acid? No. Different era.
So again, we're going to use the tangerine for the dressing. We're just
he
gonna,
squirts.
And we just squeeze the fresh tangerine on here.
It's like a citrus, olive oil, fresh citrus. That's your acid.
There you go. There's
citrus.
the
that is so
acidic.
pretty.
And
then what?
a little pink.
Pink Himalayan sea salt.
That's
I know
right.
that because I own that.
There you go.
And lots of salts are so important. You know, I had a cooking class with Anthony Bourdain, God bless his soul.
Yes.
And Anthony Bourdain told us in his class that to be a good chef, you have to be the celebrity, the schooling, the papers, and everything else. If you want to be a really good cook, you have to have good olive oil, good vinegar, good salt in your pantry. That's all you need.
And all of those are available for sale here at Nonna's Cucina. Am I right?
That's very good.
I thought so.
very
Nice,
good.
nice
Very
and
good.
Now, and this is it?
That's the salad. This is the festive salad. You could do the.
Hold it up for Daniel.
There you go.
That's the festive fennel and
Persimmon.
persimmon.
One didn't
Salad.
dance.
One didn't dance.
There you go. So that's dish number 1.
Dish number 1, and we're gonna take a break and gonna come back from commercial, and we're gonna still do what? We're gonna do a bruschetta.
We're going to do a bruschetta.
I say bruschetta because CH is hard. Bruschetta.
Because there's no K in the Italian alphabet. CH makes a K.
We're gonna do a bruschetta
Right.
and a pizza.
Yes.
Okay, so stay with us on Mornings with Luann and Tim and Rosetta and Mauro and Nonna's Cucina at the Marconi Cultural Center. Yum! Bon appetit! What did you think?
Oh my gosh, I had some of that salad.
I brought,
It was
because they
so
packaged
good.
some up for Luann to try. We saved some for you.
So delicious. And you know what?
And you'd never had a persimmon
Simple.
before.
No, I never had a persimmon before, but I did know about spanking your pomegranate. I did know about that. You just cut that
You
puppy
did know,
in
but
half.
you didn't know about the floating yellow stuff.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Row and mow. I love that.
Row and Mo, that's
right?
funny.
Row and mow.
So I was talking to them, and we think we'd like to do something like once a month with them and call it like Marconi Monday or something, and
I
go
think
down
you
there
should.
and
I
shoot
think
a
you
segment.
should,
The problem is it takes up the whole show. So because
That's okay.
we all chat a lot. But it's anyway. You heard me say after commercial we're going to come back and do the bruschetta and the pizza. We don't have time on one show to do all that. And I'm Ro and Mo don't even know that I'm doing this. So tune in again on Monday on Christmas Eve. It's our final show before the holidays. And we're going to air the rest of that great segment we
Who
had.
better to celebrate Christmas Eve
Right?
with than Row and Mow?
Ro and Mo, and it's the bruschetta is a roasted red pepper bruschetta. And the pizza was it's what do you call Italian broccoli?
Rapini?
That. It's a rapini pizza. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
So, yeah,
really?
with feta and everything. So tune in on Monday and watch the
I didn't
rest
get
of that.
any of that.
No. Kevin ate it. Kevin ate it.
Kevin, thanks, Kevin. Thanks a lot.
I knew I brought some back, but Kevin ate it. Anyway, there you go.
Awesome.
A lot of fun.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
You know what?
No.
Did you watch Beverly Hills 90210?
I never did watch that show. No.
I loved
Did
that
you
show.
really?
My girls were at the age when it was kind of cool for
They were
them.
like young teenagers?
Yeah,
Okay.
just under teen,
Okay.
so I had to watch a little
Right-
bit. Eh?
right on.
They're doing a reboot, but this reboot's going to be really different because they're not going to reboot with the same theme. They're going to reboot the show, and the cast that's coming back, it will focus on them as middle-aged people.
You mean it's
Do you
the
know what I
same
mean?
actors?
Yes.
Are they all still living in the same zip code, 90210?
I don't know.
'Cause that
Except
was-
Shannon Doherty and Luke Perry will not return. Luke Perry is in another show right now.
Okay, and what's Shannon Doherty doing? She's retired? or-
She was dismissed from the original, so I don't know if that is still an issue, but she's not going to.
I haven't heard
Wouldn't
much
that
from her.
be fun? I would love to see that.
What's going on? Is
I hope
nobody-
they're fat, right? I hope the girls are fat. I hope their ankles are like this big,
Wait
like
a minute,
elephants.
wasn't one of them that girl who's rich, whose father was a producer, and she's
Yeah,
in a reality
Tori Spelling.
Is she coming back?
Yeah, she's
She
got
not-
nothing else to do. She
not-
owes a lot of money.
She's not fat.
No, she's not.
Who else is there?
Jenny Garth, she's not fat either.
Oh my goodness, did Jenny Garth work in between?
Yeah, she did.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't know. Well, I don't know these.
It's Jenny Garth, for goodness sake.
Jenny freaking Garth.
So I'm thinking one of them has to have a middle-aged Pudge. One of them has to. Otherwise, it's not going to be realistic.
But wait a minute, no, realistically.
That's why I'm working on mine.
If you're,
because I want to be real, man.
Oh, you're keeping it real. You're like,
oh, you're real, all right.
You're the harsh reality. The man's show. It's called. It's not just a reality show. It's a harsh reality.
Harsh
show.
reality with Lou.
I'm really relaxed right now. This is. I never sit back in this chair.
Oh, you should just sit back and relax.
Then my paunch shows. Listen, if you really lived in the zip code 90210, you would have had everything done. I mean, come on. They talk to the parts in their hair. They're lifted so high.
Donald Trump.
Oh, his whole head is a part.
Yes. With nothing inside.
What?
Andy Cohen is going to be a dad. He's 50 years old. He is the first
openly gay talk show host. Male, I get.
Yes.
Evening talk show, but
yes.
Evening talk show.
And he's going to be
Ellen
a dad via surrogate. He's 50 years old.
He doesn't have a partner anymore. He broke up with his partner earlier this year in 2018, and he's going to be a single dad.
Isn't that awesome?
Good for Andy. He's hanging out with Anderson Cooper on New Year's.
Yes.
Because they gave Kathy Griffin the boot after she held up the severed mask covered in ketchup.
You know what? That was a bit silly.
It was a mask covered in ketchup.
I know, but you know what? It was too much. It was too far.
She crossed the line, but they fired her? Really?
Well, I would have. Absolutely.
Okay, remind me never to bring in a severed head of you covered in ketchup.
No.
I would never.
No. Do not. Don't even.
No. Anyway, New Year's Eve, Anderson Cooper, Andy Cohen. New Year's Eve, Tim Murphy, Keith Bowser going to... Now, I don't know if she says that Kirsty or Kirsty. I have to go meet her. She's in the green room right now. Kirsty's Crush. It's a New Year's Eve party. I already have my bracelet. We're going to talk to her when we come back. Dark. Crushing cancer. See you after the commercial. Oh, wait, no. It's the news.
News next.
News is next, then Kirsty. Okay, now I know how to do this. It's only been a year. We'll see you after the break. Back to Mornings with Luann and Tim, and Kirsty Laidlaw is joining me in the studio. Good morning, Kirsty.
Good morning.
Kirsty's Krushers.
Yes.
You crush a lot of things, Kirsty.
We do.
All right.
Yes.
Let's start with your history.
Okay.
You were diagnosed with multiple sclerosis.
I was. March 2015.
Okay.
And that's essentially how the Krushers became. We had put a little group together right after I was diagnosed so that we could go into the MS walk. Okay. And it just really exploded.
It did, huh?
Oh my goodness. All these people from the community wanted to be part of it. And we have well over 100 members.
Of Kirsty's Krushers?
Yes.
Come on.
Absolutely, yeah. They're amazing.
Did you have, you had events for that as well as a fundraiser for MS?
Yes.
Awareness and fundraising, right?
Yes, we had something called the Epic Dance to Crush MS.
Okay.
And we've had, I believe there was 2 of them, and they were glow parties. So we did them in the dark, lots of dancing, lots of fun, yeah.
See, that's the thing. I think when you engage people with a good time, but there's also a message behind it that people learn about these diseases and also that there's a benefit to the community through the fun and the education as well.
Absolutely.
So now, you crushed MS.
Absolutely.
Now you're living with MS.
I am.
And
yes.
what is that like for you? How does that affect your life day to day?
Well, I do take disease-modifying medication, which means it's a daily injection that I would take to try and subdue any sort of relapses. And my symptoms are primarily fatigue, and I have a lot of issues with sensory things such as numbness in my feet, hands, whatnot.
Some people are really affected with vision, is that right?
That's right, yeah. Luckily I have had no problems with my vision as of right now, but it's just a different way to live your life, and I've had to make a lot of changes to move forward. But luckily I've been able to keep it under wraps for quite some time now.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Been a rough year for the family, though.
It certainly has.
Holy smokes! Tell people what's going on.
Yes. Earlier this year, my father was diagnosed with cancer, prostate cancer.
Okay.
Archie. Yes.
Yeah. Well, interestingly enough, Kirsty came into the studio and she said, "Luann, I don't know if you remember this, but my sister Jennifer used to babysit for you." And Luann was like, "Shut up." And they were reminiscing back there and talking about your parents and how much fun they are.
Yes.
So Archie got diagnosed with
prostate cancer, yeah. So he was dealing with that throughout the year. Luckily, about 2 weeks ago, he got his surgery and came back all clear. The pathology was good.
Archie.
No radiation or chemo required. So
he may not be strong enough to blow the bagpipes at midnight on New Year's Eve this year, but he'll be back.
Yes,
right?
he will.
The other crazy Scottish traditions will carry on.
Yes, absolutely. Hogmanay in full force.
Apparently, I didn't know that this New Year's Eve for the Scottish people is a really big deal.
Yes.
Comes from Viking traditions.
It really, it does, and it's bigger than our Christmas.
Really?
Oh yes, New Year's.
And it all starts with a shot of scotch.
It really does. Yes. The ales, the aid to all ales.
Right on. Okay, so Archie's dealing with his cancer, and
Then in March, my sister got the news that she had a cancerous tumor growing on her cervix and was diagnosed with a rare form of cervical cancer.
you were telling me that many forms of cervical cancer are a result of HPV.
99%.
That's what's the H stand for? Something papillomavirus.
Human papillomavirus.
Okay.
Yes.
So, and that actually, there's a way to prevent that. Or a way to help prevent that, and that is through getting the HPV vaccine.
That's right.
Which is available free of charge to young ladies in the school system.
That's right.
It's always recommended that those young ladies take advantage of the free HPV vaccine because it does help prevent cervical cancer, which is HPV is the number one cause of cervical cancer.
That's right.
But your sister's cervical cancer is rare because...
it's in the 1 percentile of cervical cancer. So it's actually small cell cervical cancer, which is a neuroendocrine cancer. So long story short, the best way to describe that is it's the same form of cancer that you would find in lung cancer.
It's that aggressive?
Very aggressive.
Spreads
very quickly. And so the treatment is also very aggressive.
And you said there's only like one major hospital in like North America
in the world.
In the world, Kirsty.
Yes.
What's the name of the hospital?
The name of the hospital is MD Anderson Center. It's located in Houston, Texas.
Okay.
And there are only 250 women a year who are diagnosed with this rare form of cervical cancer. And this is the only place for them to really get any sort of support, any sort of education. And
so the party we're having on New Year's Eve, as you can see, we have our bracelets already. Keith heard about your party and he bought 4 bracelets.
Yay, Keith!
We're looking for 2 dates. And he loves glow parties.
I'm so glad.
He's already told me. Do we have pictures of the paint and stuff? I don't know if you have pictures of previous glow parties that Daniel can put up.
Yes.
So the idea is that the whole party's done in black light.
This year will be full on black light.
And you're oh my gosh!
Yes.
Look at the face. You're doing this at the Grand Theater, and you yourself. Oh, look at the glow. Keith is gonna love
That's
this.
actually my sister's hands.
Is it?
Yeah,
She's making the heart.
She is.
So we can paint our faces. You said we can even use
highlighters. Yes, they're very good in the
That's you.
Yes.
Look at your teeth. I have fake teeth. They're not going to glow.
Yeah.
The drinks glow.
Oh, yes. And we always have signature drinks. Any events that we do with Wanda at the Grand Theater, she usually tries to incorporate our Crusher name, and she'll make some...
A Crusher drink?
Oh, yes.
Wanda going to crush her on New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Music?
All sorts of music. So, I mean, stuff from the 80s, 90s. Oh, yes. All pretty much.
80s is good. I remember the
yes.
80s. Keith doesn't remember the 80s. He was only born. He was born in the 80s. I robbed the cradle. So now let's talk though about Jennifer.
Yes.
Hi, Jennifer's watching. Hi, Jennifer. She's home in the Sioux right now.
She is. She's
from
visiting.
The Muskokas.
Yes, she is.
Jennifer has a 2-year-old.
His name is Alex.
That, I figure, has got to be real rough. When you've got a child and you're trying to go through the treatment, and I'm sure that can exhaust you. So this is why we're trying to help Jennifer out.
Yes.
Reduce the stress.
Yes.
So we're going to go to this party.
Yes.
And we're going to raise some money.
Yes, we are.
Hopefully to help Jennifer out, and also hopefully have enough to send down to the hospital.
That's right. We would love to be able to present the MD Anderson Center with a lovely donation just based on all of the support that the women who are part of that group as well on Facebook have been able to give to my sister.
How's Jennifer doing with her treatment right now?
She has completed her chemo treatments and her radiation treatments. She's gone through radical hysterectomy hysterectomy, all within the last 8 months. She is just coming around from her last treatment.
Did you have any pictures? Do we have any pictures of your sister?
We do, yes.
Oh, can we quickly get a picture of Jennifer up
Yes,
if you can find it?
absolutely.
Because I'm sure she'd love to see herself on television. Can we still get tickets for this party, Kirsty?
Absolutely.
Where?
So you would just reach out through me on Facebook. There she
that your
is.
sister?
Yes.
And her son.
That's Alex and
Oh,
Jen. Yeah.
Jennifer. And nothing has spread right now with her cancer.
No, so far we are winning. We
are winning, and
She
we're
went
gonna-
for her final scan last week, so we should get the news shortly after.
Let's help her keep winning.
That's right, crushing it.
Where are we going again? Tell me the tickets.
We just go on to the Epic Dance to Crush Cancer Facebook page.
Okay.
And just post a message on there. I will see it, and I will reach out to either deliver it or you can come to pick up the
For
bracelet.
the bracelets, and
Yes.
that's your entry.
That's right. Yes.
How much were these?
So $20.
That's all?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the cheapest New Year's party
I know.
ever. Love it.
And not only will it get you entrance into the event, you're also entered into the grand prize draw, which is a Muskoka getaway. Yes.
I love the Muskokas.
I know.
Can I go down to Deerhurst?
That's actually where the stay will be.
No, I've been
yes, yes, and also
if the guests that buy these bracelets win, I'm
going.
Yeah.
And also dinner at an amazing restaurant in Huntsville called Three Guys and a Stove.
Wow.
Yes, so that's actually where my sister works.
No kidding.
Yes, it's one of the,
You're gonna make Jennifer cook for us?
the top-rated restaurant in Muskoka.
All right, we gotta go because we gotta have time for the Humane Society.
Oh,
after.
very good,
I know.
very good.
Oh, I better move the cookies because the dogs will eat them. Have a cookie, by the way. These are from Habitat for Humanity.
Oh, I've eaten so many.
Okay, well, this is Kirsty's Crush. We'll see you on New Year's Eve. I'm going to be there. She's going to be there. Is Jen going to come?
She's going to be here.
I'm going to get to meet Jennifer.
Yes,
in
she
person,
is.
Jen. Thanks for watching, Jennifer. All the best to you. And we'll be back with the Humane Society right after this. Thanks to Kirsty Laidlaw for being here today.
Thank you for having
Stay
me.
tuned. They haven't?
Well, because they've been sick.
Oh, are we going? Hi, sorry. I'm sorry to talking to Laura from the Humane Society. Look at the kitty cats she brought me. So they're boys?
They are boys.
Are they brothers?
They are.
I said they smell like a barn. They were barn cats.
They were.
And they were sick.
Yeah, they were sick. They struggled a little bit when we first got them in. They were pretty well sick. We got a big group of different age groups of kittens, and they were all sick when they came in. And
Sick like with colds.
Yeah, it's an upper respiratory infection. It's really common.
Kitty colds.
Yeah, kitty cat colds. It's common in a shelter environment.
Oh, but now they're ready to go? They're
Almost
ready?
We're going
Almost
to
healed?
put they're better, but we're not going to put them up for adoption until just after the Christmas holidays.
Why are they so complacent?
Because they've been stuck in a cage for almost the whole month.
So they're just they love being cuddled.
Yeah.
They love, oh, look, they haven't had enough human contact because they've been sick.
Yeah, because when they're sick, we try not to, we want to limit contact because we don't want to spread it to other cats.
Are you kidding me right now? How sweet you are? How old are they?
They're about 12 weeks old.
Oh my goodness. How much does it cost to, they're not done yet. They're not fixed yet.
No.
They have to get neutered.
Yes, when they're about 6 months old. So these guys will be the $90 adoption fee.
But
And then 60 of that will
becomes
be
a
held.
credit.
Yes.
For the vet. So you pay
Exactly.
$90. You're just, why are you this so, I don't think I've seen kitties that are this calm and sweet. So $90 gets you the kitty, plus $60 of that becomes a credit with the vet to have them neutered, because we don't need to have any more cats right now in the world.
No, we sure don't.
We have a lot of cats, and when you adopt a cat, you're going to keep your cat inside your house, because cats aren't meant to be outdoor animals,
No,
right?
they absolutely are not.
And Christmas, pets do not make Christmas gifts. Do not buy a pet for someone as a gift. Pets should be purchased with a lot of thought, and the person who's buying purchasing the pet should be prepared to make a lifetime
Absolutely.
commitment to their baby.
It needs to be a family decision, and everybody needs to be on board.
These cats obviously would probably be adaptable to most environments.
Oh, absolutely.
So they're not going to be afraid of a dog or something yet,
No.
and they would get along with other. I can't. I'm not used to having a cat that's just so malleable and content.
They're loving the affection.
What are your hours over the holiday? You got Christmas. Must have Christmas hours, eh?
Yes, we're open regular up to and including Christmas Eve. We're closed Christmas Day and Boxing Day. But of course, there's staff always there. If an animal needs to come in, just contact us. We always are there. So the night deposit box is always checked as well.
Now, when I say Christmas gift, obviously, if you're a mother and a father and you're prepared to raise a cat in your household with your kids,
yes,
you could do that. I mean, a parent could give a kitty cat to a child,
yes,
as long as they're prepared to take care of the cat. That would be an okay Christmas. I wouldn't mind getting a kitty for Christmas.
I've been asking nonstop, but
really, you really? Every time Laura comes in here, she says she wants to have a cat. So we have to go now, Laura.
Okay.
To make time to say goodbye with Luann for the weekend. So thanks for being here again. These cats are available for adoption. Contact Laura at the Humane Society. Bring in some wet cat food if you have it, and they can always use blankets and towels and volunteers. We'll be back to see you with Luann after this message. You smell like hay. Hi. Oh.
Hi.
Luann.
Yes.
Kirsty forgot these. Do you and Jim want to come for New Year's?
We have plans. Too bad, though.
Kirsty, I'll get a hold of you and return these to you. So
you know what? Such a small world.
That she babysat for you.
Kirsty's sister, who the event
Kirsty.
is for, Kirsty's sister, is a former babysitter of mine.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
Luann doesn't watch the show when she's not on it. But
No.
Jennifer's doing well, though.
That's so.
Yeah, it hasn't spread in the tree.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we're gonna go and party.
Huge hello to Anne and Archie too.
I will. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be
Yeah,
there.
I would
Well,
think.
maybe not Archie because he's anyway. New Year's Eve. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to a great weekend. Hope you have a great weekend.
Hope you have an awesome weekend. Come and see us for Christmas Eve on Monday.
Bye for now.